Jambo Aviation for Gas crew, I'm Judith from Kenya. I am an Aviation for Gas Connect news anchor. Last broadcast, we shared about our dreams. And this broadcast, our anchors are sharing tips to achieve their goals. One thing I do for myself to work towards achieving my dream of becoming a pilot is doing all the best and connecting with the right people who can help me maneuver through this journey. Let's meet our Connect News anchors. We have some new anchors joining the team.
Bonjour, Women in Aviation International Junior members. I'm Harnoor from Toronto. To accomplish my goal of becoming an airline pilot, I'll be going to many aviation-related events, organizations, and associations, making connections with pilots, flight instructors, and other professionals in the industry.
Welcome to Aviation for Girls Connect News. I am Audrey from Minnesota. I work on reaching for my dreams to become a pilot and taking discovery flights and reading everything I can about airplanes.
Hello and guten Tag, Aviation for Girls crew. I'm Maddy from Atlanta, Georgia, USA. I'm a member of a youth aviation program where we build and restore airplanes to pursue my goal of receiving an airframe and power plant maintenance technician license, and I am a student pilot to achieve my goals of becoming an airline pilot and a NASA astronaut.
Hello, Women in Aviation International members. I am Lily from the Pacific Northwest. To reach my goal of becoming a military pilot, I'm going to enlist in the Air Force through the ROTC program at a nearby university.
Hey, Women in Aviation Junior members, I'm Harman from Toronto, and I'm a private pilot. My tip to achieve your goals is to create a plan. By that, I mean breaking down your goals into smaller, manageable tasks, creating a step-by-step plan that outlines what needs to be done, when, and how. Having a roadmap will make your goals feel more achievable and less overwhelming. Someone wise once told me, the bad news is that time flies, but the good news is that you're the pilot. Recently, I've been building up my flight hours to work on my next level of training towards my commercial pilot license.
Hi, Women in Aviation International Junior members. I am June from Washington, D.C. I'm still deciding on my career goals, but my dream right now is to improve my best time in the individual medley in swimming. And one thing I do to work on my goals is to practice both morning and night.
Marhaba juniors, I'm Ala from Egypt and want to be a commercial pilot. One way I work towards my dream is by researching and exploring different aviation programs and training options that align with my goals and my interests. My journey with aviation has led me to soar higher, go further, and make a positive impact on the world through aviation.
Hi, aviation girls. I'm Palmira and I'm from New York City. I recently completed my private pilot certificate, and my goal is to be a commercial airline pilot. My advice to accomplish your dreams is to get involved and volunteer in a community much like Women in Aviation. You'll get to be with girls and women who are smart, share the same interests as you, and will cheer you on. Stay focused and have fun with it.
Thank you for sharing your advice for working on dreams and goals, Aviation for Gas Connect News anchors. You will see more from each of us throughout our broadcast. I heard we have some new chapters to announce from Women in Aviation International.
Yes, Judith, we have 4 new chapters, taking our chapter total over 170. Some of our new chapters are
The Gem State from Boise, Idaho, and the United States of America.
The Great Lakes Aviators Canada chapter from London, Ontario in Canada.
The Northern Skies chapter from Edmonton, Alberta in Canada.
The Platte River chapter from North Platte, Nebraska, in the United States of America.
In addition to new chapters, we have grown to over 2,900 junior members. That is 400 new junior members since our last broadcast.
Wow, that's super cool. Women in Aviation International has over 16,000 members. I hope our Aviation for Girls crew and WAI members have been watching the Air Race Classic.
If you are not familiar, Air Race Classic is a nonprofit organization that promotes women pilots and increases awareness of general aviation. Every June, they host the annual cross-country air race to continue the traditions of women's air racing.
The race lasts for 4 days and teams are typically 2 to 3 women. This year, the race starts in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and ends at the terminus in Homestead, Florida.
Women in Aviation International presents a trophy and a $500 prize to the fastest team of all Women in Aviation International members. The winners were announced during the closing banquet at the terminus in Homestead, Florida on Sunday, June 25th. The winning fastest woman in Aviation International team is number 52, Flying Flashes, Peyton Turner and Laura Wilson from Kent State University, flying a Cessna 172 SP. They each received a Woman in Aviation trophy and a $500 prize. They were also first place in the overall race.
The Air Race Classic is an amazing opportunity for women aviators. I know someone else who provided opportunities to women, our featured pioneer, Nancy Bird.
She was inducted into the Pioneer Hall of Fame this year. Nancy Bird was the first woman in Australia to use her commercial pilot's license and founded the Australian Women Pilots Association. Let's find out more about her in her Women in Aviation Pioneer Hall of Fame induction video.
Nancy Bird was born on October 16, 1915, in New South Wales, Australia. Growing up during the Australian Depression, Nancy had to leave school at 13 to help support her family. After taking a flight during a local fair, young Nancy knew she wanted to become a pilot herself. At 19 years of age, she gained her commercial license in 1934, becoming the first female Australian pilot to do so. A year later, Reverend Stanley Drummond asked Nancy to help create a flying medical service in the outback of New South Wales. She was nicknamed the Angel of the Outback for her services to transport medical supplies and nursing staff to those unable to reach a hospital. When World War II broke out, Nancy helped train and recruit women for the Women's Auxiliary Air Force. Owing to Nancy marrying Englishman Charles Walton, she could not join the Women's Auxiliary, but still supported as the commandant for the training during the war. In 1950, Nancy founded the Australian Women Pilots Association and remained president of the organization until 1990. Today, the association continues with around 500 members and provides mentoring, education, and scholarships. A shining example of manners and poise, grit and dedication, Nancy became an officer of the Order of the British Empire and an officer of the Order of Australia in 1990. That same year, she published her autobiography titled, My God, It's a Woman. Recognizing her powerful impact on Australian aviation, Burke Airport named a terminal after Nancy. Qantas, Australia's national airline, named their first Airbus A380 in her honor. Nancy died on January 13, 2009, at the age of 93, being a pilot for over 70 years. Tonight, we honor a lifelong advocate for female pilots, Nancy Bird, with her induction into the WAI Pioneer Hall of Fame.
Wow, it is wonderful to hear about our pioneers in aviation history from Australia.
Speaking of Australia, they just had a Girls in Aviation Day event on June 16th. If you have not been to a Girls in Aviation Day event, you can explore all the events on the interactive map in the Aviation for Girls app.
Open the AFG app and click on Events. Next, click on the Girls in Aviation Day events. Click on the pink circle in the bottom right corner to open the map. I love scrolling around to see how many events there are around the world.
Don't forget, WAI staff is updating this daily. New events are being organized, so check it frequently to find the nearest event to you. I can't wait to celebrate Girls in Aviation Day internationally with thousands of our peers on September 23rd, 2023.
While we wait for our Girls in Aviation Day events to be prepared, you can participate in our next Engage e-learning on Friday, July 21st, 2023. This e-learning features air shows and aerobatics.
Yes, and I had we are making mini moving sculptures. So cool. I can't wait.
Make sure you watch for the registration to open on the AFG app. This is under events. You don't want to miss this one.
During the July Engage e-learning, Women in Aviation staff is going to review the newest contest details. I heard it was an art and design contest.
In the meantime, you can learn all about the new Aviation for Girls and the Princess Awesome Fashion Design Contest on the Aviation for Girls app.
That will give us some fun work to do while we're on summer vacation. If you missed the previous Engage e-learnings, you can watch them under events on the AFG app. Speaking of hard work, it's time for our Aviation for Girls crew shoutouts.
Mia from Texas, United States, completed her glider pilot certificate on April 22nd, 2023. Congratulations, Mia. Mia dreams to become a military pilot and starts basic training in June.
Tess from Florida completed a private pilot written exam on June 6, 2023. Congratulations, Tess.
Harman, who is also an AFG Connect News anchor, completed a 300 nautical mile cross country towards her commercial pilot certificate on May 18, 2023. Harman flew from Brampton to Muskoka to Sudbury to Iroquois Falls and back to Brampton. She also completed her instrument rating written exam on June 7, 2023. Congratulations, Harman!
Kelia from Ohio completed her first solo flight in a Piper Cub PA-11 on June 3rd, 2023.
Maddy, another Aviation for Girls Connect News anchor, was awarded with a scholarship to attend the Girls in Aviation Week with National Flight Academy. This consists of all female campers who get to experience life as a naval aviator, an ambition, and simulated aircraft carrier. Maddy will be one of the all-female crew called Ambition Experimental Station, AXPS, at the Naval Air Station in Pensacola, Florida. Congratulations, Maddy.
Wow, the work our Aviation for Girls crew is doing is so cool. Don't forget to send WAI your accomplishments and milestones.
We want to celebrate our community because women comprise only a small percentage of pilots and aviation professionals. Supporting each other helps that percentage grow and change the face of aviation. Email aviationforgirls@WAI@organization with your news.
I wonder if any of our Aviation for Girls crew will be going to the EAA Air Venture, Oshkosh, this year. Women in Aviation International will be having a booth in Hangar B 2041 and host the annual Women in Aviation Connect Breakfast to launch Women Venture on July 26, 2023.
EAA Air Venture is also celebrating its 70th annual anniversary. Join Women in Aviation International in Oshkosh, Wisconsin at the WAI booth shop for some cool merchandise and meet and mingle with hundreds of amazing female aviators at the annual Connect Breakfast sponsored by Avemco Insurance and United Airlines.
Did you know that the featured guest speaker at the Connect Breakfast is Pilot Royal Schoen? She's the cover feature of Aviation for Women July-August 23 issue. After the breakfast, Royal and thousands of women gather for a group photo on the Boeing Plaza to celebrate and support each other.
This special annual tradition with Women Venture t-shirts was created by Women in Aviation. I'm looking forward to seeing this year's photo, and I hope one day I can join the air show and join the picture.
Before we wrap up June's Aviation for Girls Connect news, we have our signature joke for you.
What did the aircraft structural engineer say about her job?
It's riveting!
So funny. Thank you to all our Connect News anchors. We appreciate all your time in creating the news to share. I'm Palmira, and I look forward to our next broadcast in August.
I am looking forward to the next AFG Connect News broadcast in August. I am Lily. Thank you, WAI junior members.
I can't wait to see you again and deliver the news to you. I'm Audrey. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Thank you, Aviation for Girls crew, for tuning into our broadcast. I'm Harnoor, and I hope our advice will help you reach the stars. Please tell your friends about the Aviation for Girls app and encourage them to become a Woman in Aviation junior member, free for anyone age 18 and younger. Bye!
I hope everyone has a great start to their summer. Thank you, AFG Connect News anchors. I am Maddy, and we'll see y'all again in August.
Thank you, Women in Aviation International, for hosting Aviation for Girls Connect News. I am Ella, and I'm glad to have joined for this broadcast. See you next time.
Bye, AFG crew. I hope you liked our news. I'm June. Thank you for watching.
We will see you next time, and we can't wait to hear about all your accomplishments our Women in Aviation junior members complete over this summer. I am Harman, and I hope you all keep soaring. Thank you.
Thank you all for the Aviation for Girls Connect News anchors for volunteering your time to produce the Aviation for Girls Connect News. Our goal is to bring our community together and inspire each other. I am Judith. Remember, you can join as an anchor and share your dreams and achievements too. Until August, asante sana.